All right, I'm gonna try to keep this quick. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I wasn't at the game, but these are some of the things I see. So some of the stuff could be wrong because your coach could have told you to do something that I don't know about. So if that's the case, just know to listen to the coach. But here we go. This is a free throw blockout. We've talked about this multiple weeks, so this was good to see. If Peyton uh, drops in, he wants to step with his inside foot, and you want Braylon to step. Brevin to step with his left foot. I don't want his hands on his knees, but we need to make sure that happens. So let's see. So as soon as the shot is shot, inside foot by Peyton. That's good. We want to get your body a little bit more inside of him, and then Brevin, and possibly just switch these two matchups. I think that might be a little better for y'all. But nonetheless, those were good blockouts. Kyan got shooter. Doesn't look like Braylon pinch. We need you to pinch right there, Braylon. All right, so that shows everybody's listening. Good stuff right there. All right, so right here, ball's in. Ronald, Braylon's not hitting any shots from out here, so you should be in big help because DJ's influencing left, right? Like we're supposed to. You need to be in this gap right here quicker. All right, and so now because you're driving late, either we can get gapped or your momentum has to come this way to get your chest in front. And now because your momentum's that way, you don't get a good closeout. So if you were already standing there when he's picking up this ball, you would already be returning for a much better closeout. But now it's a short one. He's wide open, and that's a wide open shot, man. All right, so it's all started because of where you didn't start from. All right, now DJ and Josh, y'all got to find a body. Y'all let Kyan walk in here, and only because it hits the rim twice does he not get that rebound. All right, way to tough it out there, DJ. Now, if I turn the audio on, let me turn it on. Ro is saying space the floor. Get up the floor or get up the floor, right? So now, Ronald, he's talking to you to get way up the floor because then y'all make one guy can't guard two. And you're backpedaling. You're in no position to catch and shoot or anything. So you gotta stop that backpedaling stuff. And then you would have been wide open. Braylon wasn't able to get to you if Dylan would have threw it to you for a shot. But you weren't an option because you're backpedaling. So here's a very similar situation. All right, the only difference is Drew gets up the court. And so now, and this is a short court, so it's good for y'all because y'all got to find your man quicker. But the problem is we don't communicate enough. All right, so y'all aren't talking. So now, if there's a mistake made because of the spacing, right? Even if he had thrown to Peyton first, Peyton would be open and then he could kick to Drew. But one guy couldn't guard both of them, and that's going to be a wide open shot. All right, so Dylan, you got to break this habit right here. All right, so when you catch the ball, all the space is to your left, but you're right-handed. You're not reading. You're just going to whatever hand you're in. So you got Jay on the block. You got Josh who just threw it in coming in. It's too congested. It's just there's nothing for you. Now if you drive this way, Drew would have to help. DJ's wide open for a three. And once you start making those reads, you're going to be in a position to make other people better. But until you start reading the defenders in the situation, you're just going to always kind of run into traffic and there's nothing over here. All right, so now Josh got to do this Harlem Globetrotter dribble through traffic thing just to get the ball safe. All right, now we're gonna lift a little bit. Let's go to about right here. So Ronald catches the ball. All right, and Ronald, you could probably turn and attack in a V when after he goes, but you always attack to pass. So DJ's lifting, Drew's jumping. So now DJ notices he's dribbling at me. This isn't a dribble handoff. I gotta give space, and because DJ does that, Drew has a decision. Do I stay and stop the ball or do I go with DJ? So both, DJ providing spacing is going to help you. And because he decided to stay with the ball, now he could hit DJ. DJ gets a bad closeout, so now he attacks space, which is left, and we get a wide open shot. All right. And this time we do it. Brevin, you got to look at yourself. You're not blocking out. Let's look at this shot again. So when this shot goes up, first thing you're doing is looking up. All right, everybody's looking up. Cayenne, nobody's trying to find a man to block out. And if Dylan was a little bigger, he would have bumped you out the way and got the rebound. So I don't want you getting rebounds. Well, you didn't even get a rebound. I don't want you getting rebounds because of your size. I want you to get rebounds out of your area because you worked for them. All right. So this play, guys. When we throw this pass, Cayenne, you got to be more disciplined defensively. Like I could tell, nobody's told you when you're not in the right spots, these are the repercussions. So look. You randomly, you're not trapping, and we don't really like trapping in the middle of the floor anyway, and you're not staying with your man, which is DJ. So now you're in a bad spot. So now they throw the ball. They could have threw it right to DJ for a wide open shot for one. But now they're still able to make two more passes. The best move in basketball is a pump fake, guys. It's the only move that I know if you do it right, and they fall for it, you'll get both of your shoulders by a guy. So Cayenne, because he was out of position, is running at DJ, flies out of the picture because of a pump fake, and now we get this kind of shot. And this isn't just Cayenne, this is everybody. Y'all got to realize when you put yourself out of place defensively, this is the position you put yourself in, and now we got DJ taking a wide open shot. We got a better block out. I want you to get lower, Brevin. Blocking in, though, so you blocked him under the basket. I want y'all to know, when I say block in, that's what I mean. So that was good. And Peyton blocked in for the hot spot rebound. All right. I'm going to turn the audio on this one. Ro, myself, but Ro especially, been getting on DJ a ton about talking. We always kind of say, hey, man, if you know better, you need to do better. And you also need to talk better. All right. So he's doing all the talking, and I want everybody to kind of get on this level in terms of talking because right now everybody's quiet and it's obvious who knows where to be and things like that. And that's the thing that's normally not being taught because y'all don't know what to say and how to say it. But just listen to the audio. First thing DJ says is, I got two. So that lets somebody know that I need somebody else to come over and help me. The second thing he says, hey, somebody get Kai. All right, Kai's taking it out and nobody's responding to it. Just listen. All right, so we give up 2 points and they're communicating and nobody's responding to what's being said because y'all aren't used to communication. All right, and so first we need y'all to hear and actually do when you hear it because y'all are a team. Y'all got to work as a team. And then second, I need everybody to start talking like that. All right, I'm going to keep the audio off, but this was another good possession with a lot of talking. But I like the ball stand on the left side. We get a switch. We get another switch right here. Keep it on the left side. And remember, if they throw it right, he's going to have to throw it over you. All right, so we get a deflection, not there. Now, this is why I want y'all helping. Here's the difference. So Cayenne attacks, and because DJ's there, guess what? That was his last dribble. If a guy's picking up his dribble from here, he has to shoot a runner or a floater. All right, but that's because DJ's standing there. If DJ's not there, he's going to take one more dribble and be at the rim. So that's the value. So he picks it up his dribble. He has to do like this Euro thing, and you're not going to get anything all for being in help. So I want y'all to recognize all of what help does. Here's the other thing is, if Kyle was going on his right hand, I'm sure he's done these Euro moves a ton from that side and not from this side. So you're not even the same player, even when you attacking left, even though you're capable of attacking left. So now they got to, settle for, one of those shots instead of something at the rim. All right, that was good defense. Timeout, obviously, Ro cleared out a whole side for y'all. That's why DJ caught it and sprinted to that side. All right, so now this is really tough cover because when he comes off the screen, if Brevin can't keep him in front, Drew's going to have to help, which is what happens, right? So Drew has to help, or that's a layup. All right, so Drew made the right decision. Josh made the right decision. And because I think his three-point percentage is going to be less than his layup percentage, Drew, that's the right decision. Make Josh pass it. But this is what we didn't do. Dylan rolls and start blocking out as if he were on defense. I need more of y'all thinking about that because if you can create and generate more possessions for your team, there's always a spot for you. So therefore, nobody blocks out, or he actually does, and now he gets an easy putback. Hey, that's valuable. That's the easiest shot any of y'all will ever get if you get an offensive rebound after blocking out. There's nobody in front of you to stop you. Good job right there. So this is a good job of forcing the ball to that baseline to the left. All right, the attack stops. He quits, but as we come out of this, the spacing isn't great. Like Drew and Braylon end up in the same spot. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 people within a 10-foot radius, all right? So you need better spacing than that. But they get a shot. But the problem is this blockout. Jalen and DJ don't touch anybody. DJ, you're too small not to be touching people on rebounds. All right? Jalen, you got to catch them early. You're trying to block out when you're underneath the rim. So this is what's going to happen. We get the rebound. The best time to shoot a 3 is after offensive rebound, and you got to pay for that. That's an extra possession Wayman got y'all. So let's look at that block out again. Right here, Wayman's here. Great opportunity to block him out early right there, Jalen. All right, and if DJ finds him and helps you out, he could do that too. But y'all don't. Wayman's bigger than both of y'all, and there we have it. We got to give up 3. Ooh, I can tell you forgot the assignment, man. The whole time we're supposed to be forcing left, but you're just guarding straight up. All right, so even on the switch, you're guarding straight up. You're not influencing either direction right now. Look at that. They just turn it over. All right. Now here's the thing. They rush. Wayman runs by everybody. gets him. I mean, not Wayman. I'm sorry. Who was that? Drew. Drew got by anybody. Got the offensive rebound. All right, but we want you to start influencing left. All right, you got to show me that you're recognizing and knowing what we're teaching. All right, so here's the little things that we're not focused on. You got Brevin right here. You got Jay right here. You got Wayman here, and you got Josh right there. All right, and it's one shot because he made it. We need somebody out of y'all need to start talking and saying, hey, Josh and Jay switch, so that's a better matchup. But let's watch what happens since we just gonna let basketball just happen. All right. Josh gets pushed underneath the basket. Brevin gets a rebound. 2, 3 rebounds at the shot. But do y'all see the issue? He didn't end up with points, but but at the end of the day, that's a bad matchup, and Jay could have kept him much further out of there. Brevin, you need to score that first one. All right, take accountability on yourself. You already looking at Jay at the ref, I could tell, and not the ball. So start taking accountability to make your own shots. Those are too easy for you. Jay, I could tell you've been out of practice and training for a while. Cause look, like even these simple things that plays you used to make, you used to throw a bounce pass on this. All right, now you're throwing a straight chest pass. Where are hands gonna be at? Right there, deflection. They're going the other way. All right, now let's look at this. DJ, you can't wait for rebounds, buddy. You and Jalen should double team Brevin, and y'all should meet him out here and let somebody else get the rebound. But look, you didn't even think about blocking out. So what's going to happen between these two in this situation? It's just it's the easiest layup of his life. All right, we got to create better habits in that area. All right, now part of that's on me. We haven't worked on blocking out enough, but you got to start making that a habit. Offensive rebounds at this point is what's killing the white team, and yellow's doing a good job of crashing. This is just sloppy. You have too many of these plays, in my opinion. Look how you throw the ball to DJ as if he can't catch. Why would you throw that pass? I know it's something small, but look how soft that is. You could throw it right to his chest. There's nobody in line with you guys. And you just dribble it to him. And you take a risk. Now he got to deal with unnecessary ball pressure. Let's move it up. So Jalen, hold on. Let's so you got a little trap. Jalen, when you catch the ball, look at Josh. You don't even face the basket. If Josh catches it here, Brevin only can guard one of them, and then Jay will be wide open. All right, so right now hit Josh, and then Josh could throw one extra pass, but you're only looking up the court. Now let's watch Kian. Undisciplined Kian. You reach with the wrong hand. So now when you miss, you're completely out the play. And right now, they're just missing shots right now. All right? That's a wide open look because you're being undisciplined. And I need you to start recognizing when and where to take your risk and how to properly take a good risk, okay? So this shot ends up missing. All right. So let's look at this. Let's go a little bit forward. Jalen, when we get this rebound, what pass should this be with Kian in line with you guys? It should be a bounce pass because if it hits Kian's foot, it's still our ball. If it, and if it bounces, then it gets through. But you throw a straight pass, and luckily Kian misses it. All right, and we've talked about that way too often. So you got to be consistent with what pass to make when. All right, because that was luck in my opinion. Yellow right here, Braylon. Careful not to help up the court because you have no idea where Jalen is right now. That's not a spot where Josh is going to dribble to and shoot. So right now, Josh, you could actually throw it to Jalen, and then he's going to get a wide open look. All right, but nonetheless, and let's talk about this one more time too. So as he kind of gets in trouble, DJ, and I'm okay with him running because he thinks Josh probably needs support, so he runs all the way over here. And you got to identify that when you don't have the ball. Does my teammate need space? Jalen's like, yeah, he needs space because my guy went and trapped him. If I space out, my guy can't get back to me. And then you got to ask, does he need support? All right, so I'm okay with DJ making that decision of thinking he needed support. Got to be careful for that reach, Drew, and get back into the play quickly. And as DJ runs around, guys, Peyton, you see this pass, you got to rotate. Braylon got to get off his man and rotate to yours. But I want to see y'all try to rotate in obvious situations because now DJ just hit a 3 in the earlier possession. It's not clipped. And now he's shooting another 3 back to back. All right, so we just can't give up those wide open looks. But part of it's because of, we're taking risks we don't need to. And making sure we know how to rotate and help the helper. This real quick. Hey, make sure you're not passing from your chest, Braylon. Look at this. You see that pass? All Jay got to do is have those instincts to get his hands up, and that's a deflection. Every pass comes from your chest, and that's usually where deflections come from. So you got to be able to pass with your outside left-hand hand outside your body and make sure it gets there. Now it's a looper. It's a lot tougher to catch a looper out the sky and then shoot. So if you could throw it on a line by changing your passing angle, that'd be good. All right, but you come down, knock it down. That's a good shot right there. All right, here's the next possession. Jalen Charles catches it, split stance and goes. Jay, you know you're open on this backside. You know that your man's going to help. This is literally how we do the drill. And you know, who is that, Cayenne? Cayenne's coming down to come down. So you got to seal him with your body. You see that? So Peyton comes over just like we trained. This is perfect. Cayenne's coming. Turn your body so you can seal him. And then you don't got to worry about Cayenne possibly running through that pass. But since he didn't anyway, you got to finish that right there. All right? Another one, we're going to turn the volume up on. Listen to what you hear. All right, so you could hear, who was that, DJ? He's saying, get on the floor. The first guy to the floor is going to end up with the ball, Jalen. Y'all both, neither one of y'all made a great effort of getting on the floor, but Braylon got on the floor more than you, so he got the ball. And that possession matters, Jalen, so you got to get down there and gain an extra possession. That's up there with rebounds, 50-50 balls, all that. Still working on helping and rotating. All right, so he rejects the screen. You got to be a little higher and force him to use it, Josh. But once he gets downhill, now Dylan has to help. Jay, the guy that's going to be open is Brevin. That's why Ro's getting on you about this. Let me turn the volume down so you can't hear Ro so much. But you're supposed to be rotating right here and getting in front of him. All right, and since you didn't, now Brevin, you know, he gets a catch. And we wanted to, whatchamacallit, we want you to take that catch away and make Kyan have to throw it all the way to Peyton. All right, now let's go forward a little bit. So we get a shot. Dylan does a great job of blocking out in front, but y'all are just watching again. All right, again, our habits to block out are not there. Then here comes Josh. We don't block out again. All right, and then there we go with the same situation. All right, so we got to make sure we're consistently blocking out so they're not getting 3 and 4 shots at the basket. And last thing right here, Ronald. Know what pass to make win. This is a bounce pass. That should have been a steal right there. All right, so we got to know what passes to make win consistently, guys. This is what's inexcusable, right? So the ball goes out. They're walking down. They throw it in. And y'all are walking. Like, why haven't we established who we're guarding? And look at this. They're not even in a rush. But there we go. Cayenne gets the ball. Wide open layup. All right, so y'all have given up at least 6 points just off of just not knowing who you're guarding, and it's due to not talking. And I want all y'all to see this because here's another opportunity to get a possession. So Dylan, right now, Josh comes out the backside on this side. So Cayenne throws a right-handed pass to him, and you're nowhere near ready. Matter of fact, you reach with the wrong hand, so it's your right hand. So if you don't get it, now you're out the play. So now, look at your shoulders. Now your whole shoulder got to turn to get back in the play. Whereas if you reach with the correct hand, 1, you would have gotten the steal. But 2, now your body's turned, and I want you to associate that foul call and why he's going to the free throw line with just bad fundamentals, defensive fundamentals, all right? So you got to know that's something you got to grow in, and most people don't talk about the little things, but that's why Brevin's at the line. Here's another scenario where we don't want to, remember I told you how to make an L. Dylan, right now you're fronting him, and there's way too much space behind you for you to front. Now, here's the other thing. We still got to have some basketball court awareness. Because, Jay, as soon as this ball goes over his head, you need to be sprinting right in front of Brevin so he has to score over you. All right? And you're still next to him, so there's nothing between him and the rim, and he can easily shoot that. All right? But there's way too much space that high to be fronting Brevin. So Dylan. So make sure when you're doing it, make an L. All right? We've talked about what an L is. Make it. So this one, again, we got a pump fake. I told you, it don't even got to be a good one. That wasn't even a great pump fake, and there goes Braylon flying. Both DJ shoulders are by him. Dylan, you got to learn to rest in space. So you got to go in between because Brevin's going to help. You got to be right there so we could be like, DJ, did you see Dylan? But since you're way back here and you're not sitting in the pocket ready to get a layup, now he shoots a tougher shot than he needs to if you were there. Now, this is just to prove that everybody needs to get on the floor. First of all, Brevin, squeeze the ball and get it to your chest. Chin it quickly. All right? But Brevin's the first one to the floor. I just want y'all to know that that's the first person to the floor is going to get the ball. And when he's dribbling, stay in the play, DJ. You could have tapped that behind Cayenne. But here's my issue. Dylan, what about this? Why is this such an adventure? Guys, we just don't care about the little things. Look at this pass. Underhand, high. DJ wasn't ready to catch it. You threw it too hard to be 6 feet from him. And now we take another risk. Like, guys, we got to clean little stuff up. Probably get like 2 more clips. But, Cayenne, which way are we forcing? And then look, he attacks you right because you're not forcing where we've been practicing to force. And this move, since it's in his right hand, he's going to body you up and get a really good shot. He should have gotten a foul too. And it goes in. Josh doesn't do that move on the left side. He does it on the right side. So, like, y'all got to make sure that y'all are, committing to what we talked about y'all need to do. So, that's an easy bucket just because of this. Coach Rowe obviously wanted y'all to trap corners. So, he got DJ influencing hard. And he actually wanted this trap because y'all are down. So, Jay, you're kind of in no man's land, but he wanted a trap. That's why I could hear him saying that. Dylan did a good job of guarding both since there wasn't great spacing at the time. And then we do finally get the trap. Dylan has to know, hey, I need to get off him and take away the block. We take away that pass, and the backside guy would get Brevin. So make sure you sit right in front of him next time, Dylan. But y'all created the steal that y'all wanted. All right, we just got to take care of the ball because that's out of bounds right there. Braylon, why can't we come up with this basketball right here? Because you didn't get on the floor. Guys, we got to do that stuff, all right? That's a big deal. Listen to the audio and listen to your coach. He says last one, which means I want the last and final shot of the quarter.
You call last one. Move.
If I want the last shot, why would I throw it down there with all this time left? And we know there's plenty of time. Why don't we throw it up to the top to Cayenne or dribble it high so we can make sure we take the last shot? Now, we got to go play defense. All right. And look, at the end of the day, it's still their ball. We're going to end the quarter, and this is how we're going to end the quarter. That's how early we shot it. They still got enough time to do all this. And they almost end the quarter with a bucket just because we're not disciplined. All right, so look. I want y'all to take the things I'm talking to you about, and it's your job to fix them. If I said, hey, finish better, you need to go home. Like when you get in the gym, most of y'all come in and shoot. None of y'all work on finishing on purpose. If I say passing, you need to work on passing outside your box and out from your chest. Your habit is your chest. That's where your turnovers come from. If it's blocking out, you need to bring that. And that's how y'all need to look at it when y'all are trying out for teams, trying to get more playing time. Most kids just complain. I think what most kids need to do is to find the void. And the void to me is there's no blocking out. There's nobody fighting for 50-50 balls and getting on the floor consistently. There's nobody talking. All right. So if you do those things, that adds value to yourself. Most kids just go home and play PlayStation, then they play on their game and get mad that they're not playing. Do something about the void and do something about your weaknesses. All right. All right. Let's continue to grow. Later.